Hey folks, welcome back to another Monday night Turinsu Games Live. Playing some Diddy Kong Racing, or at least that's what they tell me. Finishing up part 2. If you haven't seen part 1 after the stream, you may want to go check that out. But this is a classic game. It'll always be one of my favorites. Hey Wizard, how you doing? Glad you stopped by. Hey whoever the other person is watching. This is a game I was given for my birthday, I think, one year, and I expected it to be completely boring, and it ended up being one of my favorite games of all time. And there is a code in the game which makes the computer act very hard. The computer essentially cheats more than it does on its own, rather. And so we're completing the adventure mode with that cheat on, so it's like the hard mode or whatever. Hey Jaime, how you doing? Should have known that was you. I talked to Reverend Mike earlier. He's on his way. Hopefully the guy... Oh yeah, I need to go unban the Zafina spam guy to see if he comes back. Let me see if I can do that right quick. I'm just very interested to see if that guy comes back, so... I happened to find the setting. Last week I could not find the setting to do that. But I found it this time. So okay, we're going to go and we're going to unban that guy. And we'll see if he shows up and starts spamming about Zafina in the chat. It's the only content creator on the net that unbans people to see if they come back and cause more trouble. But that's how we do it over here. Anyway, we got a lot of racing to get through. If we finish early, we might play some Tekken or Mortal Kombat or something. But let's hop into it. Hope everybody's been doing okay, having a good time, having a good week. I made one of the biggest mistakes of my life earlier this week. And that was I clicked on an Undertale Part 2 video. And so YouTube has just been plastering my homepage with oh gosh, I can't think of the name of it. The spin-off of, it's not Undertale, but it is. Why am I so dumb? Why can I not think of that? Deltarune. Deltarune Part 2. Yeah, I clicked on a Deltarune Part 2 video. And so YouTube has spammed every single little thing of the Undertale slash, what was it called? Deltarune. Fandom has just been barraging me on my homepage. I've been trying to get it to show me new music to listen to for like 6 weeks. Nope, all Deltarune all day. All because I listened to that one piece of music. Oh, apparently we're doing the plane challenge. I don't remember if we did this challenge last week. I don't think we did, so I'm going to go ahead and finish it because we do get a balloon for it. If Taj doesn't just like say we failed for some arbitrary reason like he did when we did the hovercraft race. Yeah, we just need to get this race out of the way, then we'll get to the actual fun races. Which I believe we're going to do Silver Coin Challenge in the medieval world, whatever it's called, I don't remember. I just remember the course names. I don't remember the name of the world. It's like Dino Domain, and then I don't remember the other ones. Two double KO rounds ending in a draw. Are you watching some MMA or something? Oh no. Fortunately, I don't think Taj's AI ever changes, so we make a mistake like that, we're not going to get lapped. And you should. Go TT. Go, 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 go.
Hello, friend. Bye-bye for now.
Okay, no balloon. That's fine. It was a nice little warm-up. Let's go, Dragon Forest, that's the name of it. We don't have enough for Haunted Woods. I really do not like Windmill Planes. I think it's kind of dumb how high those balloon totals are in comparison to the other tracks. Anyway, let's knock out Greenwood Village, because this one is pretty terrible. This is very hard to do on normal difficulty, much less ultimate AI. So if we can get this out of the way, I feel pretty good about the rest of the game. So let's see if we can't knock that out. It's probably going to take me a race or two to remember where all the coins are. We're doing so far so good. Haven't got a single one. Yeah, let's restart this. We're not doing so hot. This is probably the toughest track in the game, in my opinion. This is even harder than the boss, like the final bosses and all that. The coins are just in such awful positions. And with the racers and their additional tomfoolery. Oh gosh. What are we doing? Yeah, it's going to be very hard to catch up. And this game is so bad about shortcuts that are actually slower than the actual like track you're supposed to go on. So it's like, what's the point? Yeah, let's go ahead and restart. We're not going to catch up. Not to that. We did do a pretty good job of grabbing coins though, which is nice. We just got to stay kind of in the lead. We don't have to be winning necessarily at the beginning, but we do need to do well. Yeah, that's a restart. Oh yeah, whatever. I touched that zipper. Don't you judge me, Diddy Kong Racing. I really like to try to grab this so-called shortcut one over here in the first round, because you're going to need all that time to recover from getting it. Here we go. Go, TT. Fortunately, everybody's still pretty clumped right now, so we can... I just gotta remember where that last coin is. I don't remember where it is. Oh, I think it's in the forest part up here. Okay. I think. Unless I missed it and we're screwed. Oh, where was it? Well, we won, but at what cost? Now I feel disgusting. Son, I am disappointed. So there's one. There's one. There's one. Here. There, let's just completely miss that one. It seems like there's one over here somewhere. Yeah, that's where it is. Those jerks at Rareware put that one completely out of the way. Like, there is no reason to go over to that part of the stage at all. Get out of here, Crunch. He said he got more crunch than Ubisoft trying to release Assassin's Creed. Oh, Diddy Kong is probably too far ahead to catch. It's like the most milquetoast racer in the game, but the ultimate AI gets a hold of him. You're done for. Oh, that's exactly right, Review Fox. That's exactly what we're doing. Just a clock and the boys having some go-kart races. Talk about cleaning this guy's clock. There we go. Okay, so we got 2 coins. We got the one in the Sherwood Forest area, and we got the... Oh, thanks a lot, whoever dropped that. Thanks a lot. Conquer, please. That was all my fault. Go, 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 idiot. Who keeps getting those bubbles? You have to get like 3 green balloons to get that. The computer is just like dropping those things like they're candy Skittles. Yeah, we're never going to catch up to Diddy. He's about to complete the race. Atlas, what's up? Good to hear from you. I think you can do that with PC SX2 or whatever the PlayStation 2 emulator is. I think. Don't quote me on that, but that's where I would look. Assuming there's not some sort of new wacky software out there that lets you do it, which is very possible. Unless you just got like a GameSpy account from 2004, and then which you could just do it anyway. I swear that's the worst silver coin in the whole game. That's a restart. Once we finish this POS level, we'll have like an almost clear path to the end game. There we go. Just gotta get as many on the first lap as possible. Okay, great. There's the racers. Good shape. Diddy Kong is not so far ahead that we couldn't feasibly catch him. We got 7 bananas. We're 3 away from top speed. That's great. Yeah, there we go. Pop crunching is behind. Drop some oil on the ground. Oh no! Saved by the zipper. Come on. Timber the Tiger was like the bane of my existence on this stage as a child. Like there were so many times I was this close to beating this god-awful stage, and then Timber the Tiger just comes out of nowhere. There we go. Timber. Okay, thank God that's done. Oh, the Gamefly commercials. Somebody was in the chat talking about Gamefly the other day. I don't remember who it was. But I kind of missed out on Gamefly because... Oh, hey Ribbon Mike, how you doing? Hope you got those Titanic facts ready since we're on this nice water level. Yeah, Gamefly came at a weird time where... I can't remember where that was in my life. I think it was at the point where I was starting to get enough money to buy games. And so I just never thought to use it. This stage is pretty easy because the computer opponents are bad to get trapped on the logs, so you can just kind of cheese them. What's that doing over there? I never understood why there was no coin on the right side and there was like 2 on the left. It doesn't really... That's why I've always criticized some of the coin placements. It doesn't really incentivize you to try out all the shortcuts and paths on the race. It's just like very arbitrary. I tell you, Rareware was the master of changing the musical instruments to denote different places in the stage. Well-deserved pop-off, yeah, something like that. The Titanic's sister ship, the Olympic, is the only passenger vessel to have ever actually sunk a U-boat. I didn't know that. I assume it was a German U-boat. And it did it just by ramming the thing at full speed and slicing it open with the propeller. Nice. Let's see. How many... Yeah, I'm just going to put off Windmill Planes because it sucks and do Haunted Woods. Windmill Planes is probably actually going to be kind of tough because some of those coins are in dumb locations. One of which requires you to go completely off the track and to the left. It makes no sense. I gotta learn where all the coins are. I haven't played this track in so long. Hey! That sound was later taken into Banjo-Kazooie. He still has that sound effect for like when he gets hit. That weird hey! Yeah. I screwed that up. Go. Yeah, that's the end of that. I like the idea of the airplanes, but a lot of the courses that you have to use airplanes on are kind of garbage. Windmill Planes is probably one of my least favorite tracks. See, like that power-up held me back. Like they should have worked on that magnet power-up. It's kind of crap. Oh. This little whiz pig ghost, kind of neat. Okay, the other one is around the bend here. So we gotta be the Creedence Clearwater Revival and screw it up completely. Okay. Coming up around the bend. Disappointment in my life again. Alright, let's play the JonTron. We'll go in so slow we couldn't possibly miss. Oh, there's two of them. Great. Get out of here. Crunch is just eating rockets up the backside all night, man. Just all night. Ow, ow, ow. Go TT. Got it. Alright, there's one more. I'm trying to remember where it is. Oh, there it is. Got it. Oh, thanks a lot, jerk. Freaking bumper. I believe that I held... No, no! All I had to do was hit the one zipper and I would have won. Way to miss every single one of those. There we go. Get those two out of the way. Get some speed. Okay, I think the only one left is that easy one at the front, so we should be good. As long as we don't do anything dumb. There we go. Like missing a zipper and running into a mine, for example. I don't even think we hit the mine. I think it just exploded when we were going by it. And the... Oh, you stupid... Okay. Yeah, it is really strange that TT is the announcer for the game, but when you play as him, they didn't bother turning any of that dialogue off. I mean, you can talk to yourself in the lobby too, which is really weird. I'm surprised I managed to get that coin. Yeah, I think you're right. The top magnet is the only good one. The funny thing, now that I think about it, I think it was me that put that trap in front of that balloon. So I'm really reaping what I sow here. Oh, there's a zipper hidden over there. There we go. Got it. Twitch acting. What? Alright, now Windmill Planes. You know what's funny is we must have done the dragon race last week, but I completely do not remember doing it. Like, at all. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to pilot this trash. There's one. There's two. There's one right over here. Ah, get out of here, bumper. There's one in this windmill here. This is the one that's kind of bull crap. You have to go over here, fly into that, and then somehow get back into the race. It's so dumb. That's another problem, is TT's head is so big. Oh my gosh, we just come to a complete stop. I wish you could get that one without... Yeah, just like... Yeah, go ahead and get this, get it out of the way. Pipsy's little laugh when she passes you is very annoying. That's the reason I was a tip-tup main. Let's go. Alright, let's get the dumbest coin in the game. Here's the other dumbest coin in the game. Okay, at least we got them all. Now we just gotta win. Which is probably impossible if you see how far ahead the top racers have gotten now. We got a need for speed. 2 bananas. I feel like Hugh Freeze in that movie The Blind Side, when he's looking at the score and he's like, oh yeah, we can come back from that, knowing that he can't come back from that. Oh gosh. Yes, please, target me. Yeah, look at that. They're more than like a half thing ahead. The mill boosts are very inconsistent. They're super, super inconsistent. And they piss me off. And plus, Rareware decided to put coins in the middle of them, so you really can't. That's a tricky maneuver, but you can do it. There we go. You're pretty much going to have to take that one because you can't get that zipper because it will turn you the wrong way and you won't be able to get the coin. But now we just get to focus on winning. Oh look, we're gonna get the next level magnet. Let's see what happens. Not jack crap. How can I miss every single one of those bananas? No! Every single time we go through that cave, we get smacked with that. And then like 16 people pass us. Never mind the fact there's only 8 racers. I just feel like your TT's airplane moves so slow. Yeah, we're done for here. I'm going to do what we call a pro gamer move. We need more bananas. The trick is using the power steering function in this game. A lot of people probably didn't use it as a kid, but it's very useful for getting those tight corner turns. Yeah, way to go, TT. Just barrel roll in there. Thanks a lot. Next semester I'll be 35. Okay, go. The heck? Down, Bumper. I think his name is actually Bumper. I don't know why I keep calling him Bumper. I don't know what that's from. Yeah, shoot at each other, not at me. Yeah. Gotta knock at least one of them out of the air. Got him. Crunch. I love how this game's like, oh, you didn't get first, you're garbage. Screw you. Actually, you want to feel bad about yourself in a racing game? Play Mario Kart 64. Or the Super Nintendo one. The first time I played that game, I want to say I got like 5th place. And I was like, oh, you know, I got 5th. I did pretty good, you know, for my first race. And then the game was like, try again? I'm like, what are you talking about, try again? You can't even continue in those games if you get 5th. It's like, you're just so bad. Why don't you just go ahead and quit? We're going to do what's called a pro gamer move. Why did they not play test that magnet power up? Like, why did they think it was okay to put it in the game in that state? It's so busted. It doesn't work. Half the time, it just stops you in place. It's useless. And they even made it that cool rainbow color to be like, hey, grab this, it's cool. No, it's not, it's useless. It's a waste of power up. How is that fair? It just like gets a faster boost than you and then runs into you and knocks you into the top of the windmill. And he's completely fine. Yeah, you missed. Yeah, Taj tells you after the first boss fight to let go of accelerator before you hit a zipper to be faster. But the computer never does that, and their boost is always faster. Oh, whatever, I touched that coin. Stupid magnet power up. One problem is at the beginning of the race, they knock you out of the way of the power up, so you can't even get them. Barrel roll. I'm not a fan of having the same button that does like barrel rolls and stuff be your sharp turn button, because you get into a lot of situations where you're trying to sharp turn with a lot of precision and you end up just barrel rolling and crashing into a wall. Nope. Oh, I made him crash. That's nice. Okay, I think I figured out the secret strat for the Dadgummit, you stupid wind. I think I figured out the secret strat. You have to hold down the magnet button, which is dumb because no other power-up is like that. And so the game doesn't explain that. It just kind of the way it is, I guess. So for example, let's yeah, that's it. You have to hold it down. It's still useless, but at least we now know it works. Oh, now they're attacking each other. So let's see if we can use this. Rockets will also kind of ride along the ground, so you have to use that in some of these races. And of course, he still comes out on top of that. I'm hoping he picks up another red balloon and shoots down Diddy. Oh, then someone shot me! Why does this game hate me so much? Yeah, good job, Rocket. Just go straight into the thing. And to think Rocket from Little Einsteins was the favorite character. Go! Yeah, I've been doing the let go of the gas strat, but usually the computer still gets by faster for whatever reason. Now Diddy straight up hit a windmill that time. I guarantee you he'll still be up here in the lead. Yeah, Crunch hit the windmill that time. Maybe we need more bananas to keep up with them. I think the only one left is the one at the waterfall. I wish I could get that first blue balloon there, but Crunch, like I just got a bad draw with Crunch because he keeps knocking me out of the way. Here. Let's just focus on getting more bananas the first lap. We'll get what coins we can, but we'll try to get more bananas. Let's see, let's grab this banana. Dadgummit stupid windmill collision data. You couldn't have made that entrance like 5 feet bigger. Thanks for that rareware. No, it's a bad day when Bumper is in the lead. He's like a very mediocre character when you play as him. He's super mediocre. Oh, I touched that coin, whatever. Breaking my balls here, game. Once again, grifted by the magnet. I used it, held the button, and it just went away. Wonderful. I think we got one coin in the canyon. We got the one at the end. With the waterfall screw you coin. Got the... Alright, just let him grab that balloon, so... Okay. Watch this. No, no, no! Why? Why does this game hate me so much? What did I ever do to him? It's just one man to beat. Come on. Like, his boosts are so much faster than ours. It's gonna be a photo finish. Here, let's fly into a wall. Go, 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 go. I'm okay. That was amazing. Oh. Well, that was terrible. I hate this game. Okay. It was insanely close. I think the key is really the bananas. I underestimated the bananas before I played the Ultimate AI mode. I think that's why sometimes the computer gets like 6 or 7 leagues ahead of you is because of the banana power-ups, but this boss battle is really annoying. I may end up swapping characters.
You can beat me again. I'll give you a special prize.
I'll try switching to another character with a smaller hitbox, because TT's problem is his plane. It's just this gigantic hitbox. I mean, it's huge. And we're going to be navigating a lot of corridors. It don't help if this guy cheats and like starts ahead of you. My depth perception is like awful. Yeah, look at that stupid. My depth perception is awful. Some of these caves really screw with me. Yep, there you go, trying to turn and doing a barrel roll. So stupid, you can't even see him. Dumb game. No, I do not have an eye missing. I'm just a really bad judge of distances in games. Why does it do this to you? Like, it lets you pass him and then he just immediately smacks you. Oh, that's so dumb. Why does that do so much damage? Let's see. And that's going to involve navigating TT's big giant hitbox. Stupid, 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 stupid. I tried. I'm like Macy Gray. I tried to win the race and I choked. I try to win the race and I choke. I try to pass a dragon and I hit fire and fall to my death. No, TT. All these fireballs. Gigantic hitbox on them that extends well beyond their visible range. Aim is very bad. I think TT is maybe slightly faster. Yeah. Go Clockman, go. He's literally breathing down our I don't know if TT has a neck. Go. There we go. Do you know that my most watched video of all time is a video where I played as Wizpig in this game? So I made another video where I played as the dragon and explained how it worked, and I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be easy. I'm going to hit 1 million views on this, no problem. And got like 100. Alright, we are going to race Wizpig, of course, but first there is the matter of the trophy race. We need all of the golden trophies to finish the game.
Hold the canyon.
Boulder Canyon. After dealing with all the silver coin nonsense, this will be a nice, relaxing change of pace. I always try to hit the bell to screw the computer over. The left side is the objectively superior tunnel. On this stage, sometimes it's actually beneficial to crash into the wall because it can send you flying to where you're trying to get to faster. In case you didn't know, the way that Rareware makes the music, oh gosh, no, play differently depending on what part of the level you're in, is that these games have instruments that play. Like the N64 game has instruments that play. And basically the real track is just all of the instruments at once, but the game mutes them selectively depending on what part of the stage you're in. So right when you get here, it unmutes the castle area instruments. And then remutes them again when you exit. Bam!
Greenwood Village.
This stupid course. Whee! There we go. The first time I ever beat the Silver Coin Challenge on this track, I think it was Diddy Kong was in first place. I had all the coins, and I managed to slide into that red balloon and then shoot him with it and pass him at the last second. It was the most clutch thing that young me ever did. Yeah, that balloon back there, I grabbed it and shot him. It was the coolest thing ever.
Windmill Planes.
Oh boy, it's Windmill Planes. Probably lose this one. Gotta get some bananas or we're gonna be in a pickle. This stage actually makes a very nice race using the car, but the airplane not so much. Nintendo and Rareware hit their logos all over this game. They're like everywhere. Also, do you find it disturbing that the hay bales have eyes? I think that was a horror movie that came out in 2007. But like, at what point does a hay bale like come to life so that it has eyes? Rareware made a lot of stuff with eyes and like anthropomorphic pieces, I guess you would say. Like, I want to say the beehives in Banjo-Kazooie have eyes. Oh, we're making good progress on them. Styling on them. Okay. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, it is. I mean, same design team. Yeah, somebody was really afraid of the hay bales, so they stuck googly eyes on all of them so they wouldn't be afraid of them. You never really know where you stand with plants, so I put googly eyes on all of them. A bag of googly eyes. If you guys have never seen that skit with Christopher Walken from back when Saturday Night Live was actually funny, you can go and look up the gardening with a man who's very afraid of plants or something like that. Or the googly-eyed gardener. And it's like Christopher Walken is this guy that's a gardener who's afraid of plants. So he puts googly eyes on all his plants. And like he turns around at one point, he's got like a freaking palm tree in there and it's got two gigantic googly eyes on it. $19 bananas. There's a cheat code you can use that makes it so that bananas have no limits. We should try that after and see. You like pull out the Game Shark and get 99 bananas and see how fast we can go. Oh no, oh no. Whoa, I'm trying to drive up the wall. Did I know that the police office from R. Kelly Trapped in the Closet saga has passed? No, I did not. Rip that guy. Second place, Crunch didn't stand a chance. You double your score. Alright, ladies and germs. Now it's time for the big boss, part 1. That's really creepy, by the way. Even with TT's top speed, this guy is not easy. It's pretty much you can't make a mistake or you just have to start over.
You can't beat me.
Well, at least I have 3-dimensional teeth. The plot of this game makes no sense if you think about it. Like, this wizard pig takes over the island, and the only way he says he'll leave is if you beat him in a bunch of races. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. Like, if he's such a powerful wizard pig, why doesn't he just, like, zap everybody? That's a restart. If you aim it just right, you can get him to push you forward. Or you can just, have him stop you dead in your tracks and fall to the ground. When pigs fly. The second battle he really does fly. I remember that time Saddam Hussein left Iraq after George Bush beat him in an eating contest. Yeah, you remember that one? When he just showed up with like a bunch of pies and he was like, "You can't out-eat me." You kind of, I guess you just have to let him pass you at first, or otherwise he's just going to run into you and screw you over. He may do that anyway. TT is, in some respects, too fast at certain parts. This becomes a battle of just staying ahead of him, and you have to hit every zipper to maintain that lead. I don't know if he's like got some special programming where like he speeds up every time you go over a zipper or something. There's some cheat codes you can use to get this track and some of the other adventure-only races into track mode. It'd be interesting to see if you could do like a time trial on this track or something. Also interesting is that WizPig uses Diddy Kong's map color. I may need to revise my theory about boss characters just being your character in a different vehicle. Oh no, go, 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 go. Got him. Not the hardest fake final boss. I'm kind of weird about hot dogs. You like hot dogs? Let me know in the chat how you feel about hot dogs. Like the cheap red ones, I don't mess with those. Those are gross. I don't like those. I ate them a few times as a kid just because I didn't know any better. But as an adult, I don't mess with those. Don't mess with them. Hey, it's me. Let's speed this up a little bit. I always thought that was interesting how that door back there has a golden balloon on it in this cutscene. And I don't think that shows up anywhere else. Ostensibly, this is probably like a beta version of this map or something. And after the doors were unlocked, they would have pictures of golden balloons on them or something like that. If I'm gonna eat a hot dog, it has to. It's like under very specific conditions. It's like you got to have the right bun. It's got to be one of those thick, like almost brat-sized. I'm not gonna eat one of the little red wieners. Those are gross. But I had to say goodbye. I could have swore in my original copy of the game, he says crash the party, not break the party. Yeah, like a bratwurst, like the really thick hot dogs. Okay. So this is in perfect, not perfect, but is in usual Rareware fashion. The game fakes you out. It makes you think that you beat the game, it's over, that's the end. But it's not so, I'm afraid. There's still more to do. Because it wasn't enough to beat Wizpig and let him leave, we have to hunt him down and kill him on his own home planet. Let me make sure. Just turning my stuff back on. Where is Ultimate AI? Fried bologna? What is wrong with you? Bologna was one of those things that I ate as a kid because I didn't know any better. Because I was a kid and it was like being given to me. And then one day I was like, you know, I really don't like this. I'm not going to eat it anymore. It's kind of gross.
Hello, friend. Select your vehicle. Abracadabra. Can I help by my now?
$39 seems like an awful weird number. I'm hoping we're not forgetting like a challenge balloon or something somewhere. But anyway, so I found this completely by accident, right? Once you beat Wizpig, you think the game is over and it's just like, oh, I can just like go do free play or whatever here. But actually not. So once you get all the trophies, you fly towards this sign and then this happens. The first time I saw this, it blew my freaking mind. If you like run into this lighthouse, and kind of move the camera funny, you can see a teleport loading zone inside of it because most of the loading zones in this game have like a sparkle that floats around them. So if you drive your vehicle and you fandangle the camera, you can see it. So an explorative player might have thought, there's something in there. How do I open it? But a regular player would probably have no idea. Anyway, this is the last area. And probably my favorite. Some of the coolest tracks are in the game are in this area, this final area. Unfortunately, there is another crappy plane level we have to go through, but just have to say la vie. Here, let me screw that up. There are. We got them at the beginning of the last string. I think we did anyway. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, it holds you for a split second. The computer never has that happen. Grab some more bananas. There is a boss in this world, but there isn't, if that makes sense. There's the final boss, but you only race him once, so like you don't have to go race a boss. You just automatically get the silver coin challenge first time. Also, we need to go legit unlock drumstick because we can now. Unlocking drumstick was really fun, but when I found out you could unlock TT on the internet years later, that blew my mind. Because I had no clue. I thought I was done with this game, and then I realized I had to go back and beat all the tracks in the time trials. Bam. And unfortunately, we have to do them in order. It's just the way the balloons shake out. Ow. These stages are a tiny bit harder than the others, which makes sense because it's the last area. I do wonder if they originally intended on having 4 worlds and then they realized like, hey, we could do one more. And so they added this area later, or if it was like always planned to be like the big finale send-off area. Let's go. Still amazed I was able to beat this whole game as a kid without power steering. Away from me, Tiger Man. Princess Roll-chan, welcome. I don't recall seeing you before. I love how the ultimate AI cheat code is time to lose. Rareware had a great sense of humor. That's one word for it. Oh, I'm glad you said that because, like, there's another cheat you can use to make all the balloons that awful useless magnet power up. And I was planning on the first stream to make a Paula Abdul joke because the name for that cheat code is Opposites Attract. And so I was going to make a Paula Abdul joke, but then I realized how awful that code was and how I don't think it works in adventure mode, which is a shame because it's a really fun code. They should let you use those in adventure, but they don't. So, poop on them. There's also a hidden little hole over there on the right, only in this level, which looks like it was where the key was supposed to be for the bonus minigame, but this world doesn't have one. There's no bonus minigame. Although it seems like at one point it was going to have one, and that was probably where that key was going to be hidden. Fortunately, I don't have time to show it, but it is back that way. TT's big head screwing us over. What are you doing? Activate the power up, not that. Let's screw this up. Well, we had one shot to reclaim it and we screwed it up. Gag me with a spoon. Pipsy. I would get Pipsy as my main AI rival for this. Because she's like the worst, because she's actually really good. No. No. I'm invincible. Every time one of those dudes passes me there. Did anybody else just like fly around the levels as a kid and like try to explore them? I always did. Like I'd set it to time trial, get in the plane and just like fly around and see what all the stuff I could find was. Yeah, see there's that hole. It was behind me. Supposedly the key was going to be hidden there. But this level has no I don't know about 100. I haven't really looked. I would have to check like Social Blade to see. Look at my YouTube analytics. We definitely have picked up some subs this past week, so if any new subs are watching, I do appreciate. This is my favorite track in the whole game. So I hoard all the bananas like I'm Donkey Kong. And we've lost. Yep, that's it. We lost. Welcome to Disney World. Yeah, it's Epcot, everybody. Let's try that again and not drive off the giant, like, drop here you lose bridge. This is another fun one to take the plane on because you could fly out to those like signs and stuff out there, and some of them have collision. So I used to always try to land on the signs. Whee. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. There's also a Killer Instinct reference in this stage. There's a building with a Killer Instinct logo on it. Try to point it out when we go by it if I can. We may not see it because we're too busy running into spikes. Yeah, we'll have to go back later and look at it in tracks mode or something, but there is a building with a Killer Instinct logo on it, tucked away. Woohoo! And without any further fanfare, you just automatically start the silver coin challenge. Last one in the game. Let's go. I bought it when they released it on Steam. It was okay. I didn't really like it enough to keep playing it. I just kind of bought it, tried it out, and was like, okay, so that's what the new Killer Instinct is like. Oh, I remember those coins on the side. Those are going to be really annoying to get. Wait, where are we going? No, go back. Beep, 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 beep. I thought the first Killer Instinct had really interesting characters, and then the second one they just kind of screwed it up. Because it's like, here's a game with a man made out of fire, a werewolf, a literal velociraptor. And they took most of those characters out and it's like, here's some generic like barbarian people. Like Tusk and Kim Woo. Although I actually really like Kim Woo. I always used her. But everybody else was super boring. Like Tusk is like painfully generic. Gotta remember where all these coins are. Oh, whatever, I touched that. Zipper got in the way. Gotta get this one over here on the right. Oh, those palm trees are the worst. Whoa there, cowboy. Crunch. No. No, 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 no. I gotta get that one on the first lap or it's gonna screw me over. I couldn't escape that one. Good thing like 2 or 3 opponents just decided they were going to run into some rocks. Watch for rolling rocks. Commentated 0 A presses. Fortunately, this level has an actual decent shortcut in it we can take. It's actually helpful somewhat. That's our last coin. 3 bananas. Come on, Diddy, hit that rock. Can't stop the rock. See, that was a good zipper. It actually let me through it without stopping me for a second. Diddy Kong Racing is hot on our tail. I'm holding the button, don't barrel roll. Okay. Only one more airplane level to go. It'd be funny if Wizpig was like, "Curse you, worm, now try my new challenge. Collect all the silver coins from my world. You must find 8 level and win. Then I'll win against you for sure." I see what you did there. Clever. I've heard about footsies. It's supposedly a fighting game about footsies, but I've never played it. Dark Moon Caverns. I think I backed out at the last second. It's funny, if you back into the doorways, your character will like do a 180 and drive into it correctly. I tried. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more. That's a surprisingly hard one to get, just because of the way that canyon before it is set up. Tried to push Diddy into that laser fire there. Alright, so let's see. We got the one up here. Got it. And then there's one more on the far right as we come out of the cave, not far from the start. Alright, it's on the right. Let's just slow up. Dadgummit. Sometimes I swear those coins, the collision shrinks on them as you get near them to screw you over. I actually did not, and supposedly it's a pretty hard game to find. I do know they made Taj and Wizpig playable. So maybe I should look into it at some point, see if there's any bonus content worth exploring. Oh, I'm just screwing this up so bad. Whoa, why were those dudes on fire? There was an episode of The Simpsons I saw when I was very little where Marge becomes a real estate agent. And the agent is like a scumbag and he's trying to teach her like how to sell bad houses. And the last house is on fire. And so Marge goes, "That house is on fire!" And I don't know why, but I always remember that particular, "That house is on fire!" I can't do Marge Simpson. My voice is still screwed up from that cold anyway. It's fine during the day, but when the night comes, so does the coughing. And I'm not talking about the Pokemon coughing. That would be worse. Yeah, get wrecked, Diddy. Get wrecked in your own game, Diddy. Oh, he hit the wall. It would be interesting to see what the computer does behind you when it hits walls and things. Because like if I hit that wall, there'd be no way for me ever to catch up. But you see Diddy was like right there behind me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How did Tip Top get that far ahead? No, no, go. This is outrageous. This is unfair. I'm on this council, but they did not grant me the rank of master. Okay, we made it. The silver coin challenges are the most difficult when using the car. I disagree with you there. I have more trouble on the plane, Roll Chan. I'm glad you played the remake, Roll Chan. What can you tell us about it? The only thing I know about it is supposedly it's very hard to get a hold of. Like it's a somewhat rare early DS game. Let's I know WizPig was playable. Diddy Kong Racing DS. Well, that's $23 for just the cartridge on Amazon. So that's not unthinkable. Like if you just really wanted to play it, you could probably sport that. Take a seat, young Skywalker. I hate these plane levels. They're the worst. I didn't think I touched that coin, but it gave it to me, so I'm not going to complain. Negative, it didn't go in, just impacted on the side. I gotta remember where that last coin is. I don't remember. I haven't done this level in so long. Where is the last coin? Oh, it's up at the top. Okay. So we just gotta knock some of these guys down a peg. Some jerkwad put a gas cloud in front of the... Come on, Timber, get hit by the crap shooting out of the wall. No! If you have a power up and you're also trying to fast turn and you press the button, it just like barrel rolls instead of using it. That's what keeps happening to me. Because Rareware didn't know how to fathom the idea that you might want to do both of those at the same time. We don't need no stinking bananas. Let's go ahead and get this last one here. So we slip into 8th place, just sliding into 8th place's DMs like. Except we don't have to play stupid anymore because we get all the coins. Or we could just do something stupid. Make up for it. I hate the controls in this game. The plane is miserable. Yeah, Majora's Mask Remake. If you've never played the N64 version, it's okay. But if you play the N64 version, they made a lot of changes that you're just going to be like, huh? Why would you do that? In particular, because no Nintendo game can be difficult anymore, they changed a lot of the bosses so that it's like, hit weak point here, you dumb idiot. Whereas in the original Majora's Mask, it gave you a lot of freedom as far as how you wanted to fight the boss. You just had to find something that would do damage and stick with it. Dang it, Conker. Be sure to miss every single banana. Go, go, go. What? I don't know that we can catch up with the first place. He's too far ahead. You're the opposite of me. Everything I like in this game you hate. Everything I hate you love. I don't understand why you can't shoot a power up while holding your fast roll. It makes no sense. Mission failed. We'll get them next time. We're taking Pipsy downtown. Alright, we don't have to play stupid in this room. We can just I would have liked to have hit the zipper, but it's okay. Who's that in the lead? Is that, No, it doesn't matter who it is now. Don't hit the wall. TT, you moron. You moran. One shot. There you go, Trent. Missed the daggum balloon. Come on, come on, come on. Stupid tiger. That tiger has been the bane of my existence since I was 8 years old playing this. I think my copy of the game actually has that too. My childhood copy. Oh, this is so bad. Go, go. How am I an 8th after all of that? Okay, go, go. There goes Crunch. Maybe one day I'll have the patience to do a Banjo-Kazooie run on stream. I don't know what slowed Pipsy down there, but we'll take it. No! And then of course somebody just Magic Man shoots in head. Why did they put those there? I don't know, this game is probably in some weird territory because Rare made it. Then again, I think they've released other Rareware stuff, so it'd probably be fine. They just take out all the Rareware references and Banjo. Banjo would have to go. I think he's actually not in the DS version, him and Conker. One of you can confirm that. Here, Tip Top. See if we can knock Pipsy out of this race. Nice mind, Pipsy. Too bad it won't help you. Alright, just gotta watch TT's big head. Make sure I don't hit anything. Definitely going for quality over quantity here. Gotta get that balloon so that she doesn't get it. No! You stay back. Bad Pipsy. Bad mouse. Dixie, Tiny Kong replace Banjo and Conker. Okay. I've actually never gone all the way through the Master Quest. I did like I think the first 3 dungeons of it once before. So I need to do that. I also need to figure out how to make that work. So I have the streaming equipment, but I'm going to have to do like a test stream at some point to figure out the volume so that it's not either too low or deafening you guys. And I have to be able to hear it. So and just finding the time to sit here and fiddle with it, and I Probably have to get Riven Mike's, enlist his help to listen to the stream. What are you doing? Oh, for love of... You don't want none of this, TT. I mean, Tip Tup. See, once again, Timber stops me for getting that last one. Stupid Timber. Let's run over him. Drumstick, the chicken, is canonically the best racer, by the way, in the game storyline. Passed us, but that's okay. Now we just have to avoid boo-boos and we'll be fine. This one is not very hard. I guess they wanted to make the last one not too hard before Whizpig. Kind of that old adage of you give the player a break every so often kind of thing. There we go. It's all the silver coin challenges. We need more female representatives with Dixie and Tiny, though even no one knew there was a difference. Come to think of it, this game kind of is a sausage fest, isn't it? It is really strange that Dixie Kong wasn't included. It just seems like she would have been an obvious choice, coming off the success of all her Super Nintendo titles. So we get forced into this race, but I'm going to go back to the lobby and do the trophy race first. It's the little worm. I assume I can do the trophy race now. You can't really do anything with it. It's just like a trophy you can get. There's really no point to having it, but you can go get it, so we're going to get it. One, two, three. Get out of here, Diddy Kong. You're trash, Diddy. Seven bananas. The ad said 7,000. Oof. No, 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 don't hit the palm tree. Space coconut tree. computer always hits the electricity here, so that always helps. I don't know if they do it when you can't see them though. Here we go. Oh, so that's what unlocks Adventure 2. I thought it was just beating Wizpig. So beating Wizpig is actually what's useless. You just don't even bother fighting the last boss. There's no point. But then again, maybe that's why they shoehorn you into that Wizpig boss fight, because they're assuming that you'll just do that and then come back later and do the trophy race. But that's a nice little tidbit. I didn't realize that. To this day, I don't think I've ever finished Adventure 2. I always start with the intention of doing it and get bored and never finish it. If you're not aware, Adventure 2, the balloons are silver and it reverses or mirrors all the courses, so it's like the mirror mode. Ooh, I got very lucky there. And that's possible. Although I don't see why they couldn't release the games at different times, but this is very similar to Mario Kart. There was like a Banjo Pilot, was there not? It was on like Game Boy Advance. And there was going to be like some Diddy Kong flying game. I don't even want to imagine Silver Coin Challenge Greenwood Village. The normal Greenwood Village is evil enough. It's not my least favorite one in the whole game. We're one Star City race away from the gold. Just get all the bananas. I don't want that. Give me the bananas. Okay, let's go. Ooh, we got the rare blue shield. I think that's the first time in the entire playthrough I've seen that. You can get like a purple one that lasts literally like a minute or more. See if we can get it. Since we're doing pretty fancy. Yeah, here's the Big Daddy one. Oh, it's green, excuse me. But it lasts a very long time. Maybe not a minute. That was like what? 10, 15 seconds? There we go. Occasionally I whip out the PS4. Some of my guild mates in SMT Imagine play Tekken on PS4, so whenever I play with them I load it up. Or if I want to play like Bloodborne or something, I'll hop on there.
Spaceport Alpha.
Oh, I always forget about Spaceport Alpha. As long as we finish in a respectable place, though, it's okay. And we don't have to race stupid because there's no silver coins, so... I can just choose to be stupid, you know, because of who I am. Oh my gosh. TT's big head strikes again. Thank goodness for Timber running into that column there. It seems like that R3000 over there refers to like one of the chips that the N64 uses. Yeah, well. Gotta clip this guy's wings quick. Crunch. No! I turned into a dying computer speaking spell there for a second. Drumstick. That's more than enough for first, so we'll take it. So Crutch had a very low score beforehand. His AI in the normal races are impossible to beat, so you just have to play as freaking bottles if you want to win the game. Okay, so that's all the gold trophies. The TT door is open. There's nothing to do now but face Wizpig. It's the same cutscene you guys saw earlier. This is very similar to the first battle. It's all about getting ahead and not making mistakes. Those rocks there are evil, evil, evil. You will hit those things and it will send you flying straight into the ground and just kill all your momentum. This pig's like right on top of me. What are you doing? Go! Pretty much the whole outcome depends on me not making mistakes in the position of that rock when we come back around. Where are rocks? Okay, rocks are in a good position. Done. Whew, not bad. Yeah, the first race is definitely harder. Like this one, you can just outspeed him and just not make mistakes. The first one, you actively have to hit the zippers or you lose. I do think it's kind of BS that like Wizpig loses and so he leaves. And then so Diddy Kong and his friends are like, no, nobody gets away with this. So they just go to his house and then kill him. Although I guess it's his fault for driving a faulty rocket. Well, he's dead. And they got rid of the creepy Wizpig statue head thing. So this is the game's true ending, but unfortunately it's pretty much just a different version of the first one. Yes, canonically that is the same dinosaur from Star Fox Adventures Tricky. The big red one there. Yep, it's the same one. Pretty much everything that Rareware made for the next 10 years was in this game. There's even a secret race against one of the ghoulies from Grabbed by the Ghoulies. I made that last part up. Probably because you tried your hardest to suppress all memory of playing Star Fox Adventures. Or is he? Alright, so before we do something else, let's check out a few oddities with Diddy Kong Racing that you may not know about. So I've used some Game Shark codes to unlock all the cheats in the cheat menu. What you may not have realized when you were a kid is that there are actually some extra cheats that you can't normally get to because the codes used to enter them contain characters that you can't enter in the cheat menu. But they're still there, and you can turn them on with the right know-how. So the control TT and drumstick, these are unlocked by default. Once you do certain things in the main game, then they stay unlocked. But they also have a corresponding code that uses numbers, so you can't enter it. Most of this stuff here, you've got print coordinates and display credits. That will actually display the credits. We're not going to mess with it because we don't want to see it. Let's go no limit to bananas. Maximum power-ups. Ultimate AI, of course, is what we were using. This free balloon, I'm not sure what this does. I think it gives you an extra balloon in the adventure mode. Heck, let's turn it on and see. There's a lockup display, so if you crash the game, this will bring up like a debug type menu. There's a Rom Checksum. There's also some blank codes. I don't think these do anything, but we'll turn them on to see if we can. Yeah, see, there's our Rom Checksum because that other thing was on. That code was patched out, Girls Not Blue, so you better just sit on it. I mean, Star Fox Adventures is just Zelda. I mean, it's literally Zelda. Let me play as my boy the chicken here. You see we've unlocked Adventure 2. We're not going to screw with that. I do want to see if I can get some of these bonus courses unlocked. So and this may not work, and if it doesn't, we'll go back. I'll go find the code to do it. Yeah, let's take a look at the cutting room floor here. Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of okay, let's see if this will work. And it says I can use this. It doesn't say exactly how. So we'll say unused track. Yeah, you guys ready to see some stuff here? Assuming this works. Oh yeah, it did. See how the preview is weird? Horseshoe Gulch is an early test level. You can only use the car. You can't do a time trial. But we'll check it out. It just immediately starts. And there's like no pathing for the computer, so you can see the computer doesn't know what to do. They're just chilling. But anyway, we'll take a spin around Horseshoe Gulch. There's no music. It's obviously using like the Dino Domain backgrounds. Oh, apparently that's the end. This looks like it was going to be maybe another boss level or something. Yeah, this is some like creepypasta. Like none of the racers will make sounds when you run into them either. There's old TT. It's just creepypasta. That time when you bought the game cartridge at the yard sale and it was all the characters trapped in Horseshoe Gulch to the end of eternity. This level is very strange because it's not even like a rounded course. Anyway, let's try out the other one. This next area is referred to as sequence area, and apparently it's some kind of prototype for the main area. Yes, sequence area. And you can see it doesn't have an Adventure 2 version. Well, the stream's not over. We're going to 12. We're always going to 12. We'll just have to play something else. But I did want to show off some of these unused tracks. So like this is pretty much just the main area except for this little pieces here. I don't think there's no Taj here to help us out. This is honestly probably one of the ones used in a cutscene. Yeah, let's go out to the beach and see what's out there. As soon as we get unstuck from the wall. What game is best competitor to Mario Kart for the kart throne? Oh, throne. Oh, okay. I don't know. This is my favorite Mario Kart. Not really competitor because it was on the same system and it was made by, at the time, a Nintendo second party, but... Oh, that's interesting. I don't know of any other course in the game where you can fall so far that it respawns you. So that's exclusive to this test track. This is definitely used in like an ending cutscene or something. Strongest character in the game is the corner of the ramp right here. There we go. Oh, there's no loading zone. It is interesting they put in a fall debug error handler though. We would need the plane to fully explore this level. Crash Team Racing. That's always something I heard about, but I never played. There's a few more in the game, but we can't drop my remote. We can't access them without using a patch. I need to find... I guess we could mess around with some of the bosses and see. But that's tricky to do that. Let's see. Kind of sucks that bsfree.org went under. That was like the best site to get cheat codes and patch codes for things like this. Fortunately, this cool dude here has posted all of these. Let's see, vehicle modifier, player 1. Yeah, here we go. You guys are going to love this one. I'm going to try and play as everybody's favorite walrus. So let's go to the whatever track we think he shouldn't be on. How about... I don't want to crash the game, that's for sure. Jungle Falls. Oh, now we've done it. No, come back, Diddy Kong. It's okay. I still love you. Show me them hacks. Yeah, let's go to like
Star City.
yeah, see, here's what you do. Oh, really? Okay. Alright, let's try it this way. I think this is what I had to do when I made that original WizPig video. Just pick Diddy, go to tracks. Star City. I forgot to turn the code off. So we have to do it again. Reset. I wish you could skip this intro after you reset, but instead you had to sit there and stare at the logo spinning for 8 hours. This time we'll save on the track screen so that we don't have to do this again if we bork it up. Okay, here we go.
Star City.
Adventure, car, off. Okay, immediately stop. Change vehicle, go. Yeah, this is gonna slow up the game. Look, Ma, I'm the boss. So bosses can pick up bananas, use power-ups. They are legitimately just vehicles that you can only the AI can choose. They don't seem to be able to use like R turning. Like I can't like R turn with this guy. One problem the bosses have is that they're extremely thick and they spray like dust behind them for their run effect, so it makes it hard to see. They have very good control though, like I don't even have to power turn, I can just move the stick and he goes exactly where I want him to. It's kind of interesting that they bothered coding them with those stats at all. I want to take him on a water course and see what happens. Or like take the plane to some course that doesn't have planes on it. This dude like turns on the dime. Bam! And because the boss won, it's playing the boss lose music. And it put me in quest mode. This is the file we did earlier because the game is complete. The pause button doesn't seem to work, however. Let's see. Yeah, like what's the worst possible course we could take the walrus to? And we're going to have to turn it off right quick or it'll freeze. Hot Top Volcano. That sounds like a pretty terrible place to be a walrus. First time that sentence has ever been spoken.
Hot Top Volcano.
There we go. Just a couple of walruses in a volcano. And then me. Interesting. It forces me to be Tip Top, but everybody else is the walrus. How are they even... Like, let's go see what they're doing. Oh, oh, the walruses. It's a stampede. Of course, they're not made for this course, so we just very easily beat them. Guess I'll see what happens if we win this race. Poor male walrus. I really want to try the 3DS version of this game now to see how it's different. Oh, I'm actually lapping one of the walruses. Just a reminder, as we get into the winter months, be sure to spray your house for walruses. You don't want those things to get in your house. You can mess your stuff all up. So it put us where? Yeah, let's just go back. Yeah, I'm gonna get demonetized for putting a walrus in the water. Hey, it's Ho-Ho! Alright, let's try one of the other bosses. I'm trying to think if there's like a airplane only course, but there's not. Would he work in like Whale Bay? That's like an all... Whoops, that was my bad. It's really annoying. You have to turn the code off, go here, select adventure, select your craft, turn TT off, confirm, very quickly pause, turn the code on. Because for whatever reason, if you go to the loading screen with the code on, it crashes. I have no idea what's going on. He's very slow. I guess he's like all the other vehicles that were programmed to run on water or run on land. He slows down when he's in water. This is a disaster. And I'm also going to develop epilepsy. What is even going on? Go, walrus, go. And suddenly I'm in second again. I don't know. Yeah, you put this dude on some dry land, best character in the game. Hands down. What in the world? No, no, no. What a mess. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Let's try one of the other characters. Let's see. I think this is the dragon, but we'll see. So, like, what's the worst course we could take the dragon on? Frickin' Icicle Pyramid.
Icicle Pyramid.
Alright, here goes nothing. Oh, wait, what the heck? Everybody else is the dragon instead of me. Remember, the bosses are just vehicles. Here, let's They have no idea what to do. It's like, back it up, Tip Top. It's interesting that the game forces the first player to be the normal racer, but the rest of them can be the boss. It's almost like they put in a fail-safe or something for these levels that you're not supposed to take these characters on. I want to defeat one of them and see what happens. Pass one of them away. Oh, they just disappears, nothing special. So if I pick another place, can I be the dragon? Dark Moon seems like a pretty bad place for a character that can fly. Here we go. Dragon time. Can't see anything time. I did it. I'm the dragon. I don't think this dragon has ever appeared in another Nintendo property. This is the only thing he's been in. He has no sound effects for his laser shield. His hitbox is extraordinarily generous. Like, I'm banking off walls like it's nothing. I guess that's to make it so that the computer doesn't hit walls all the time in his tight-walled stage. Yeah, do the hustle. There we go. What a mess. I wish I knew how to make him spray the fireballs, but that's probably some like special computer-only script effect. In a minute, we'll try to find the one for Taj. There's one for WizPig as well, I know, because I've used it before. He was definitely not made to go on the ramps either. The game just doesn't know what to do when he goes on these ramps. Still not as awful as the T-posing hunter. It'd be fun to do a run of the game like this if it wasn't such a pain to make this work. Ah, he pooped. I assume those laser bolts can still hit me. Whoops. Oh no, we're gonna lose. Fine, I didn't want to win anyway. Alright, who else we got? Shout out to Jeff's website over at jeff.tk of all stuff. Remember TK websites? There's an uncontrollable version of TT. Yeah, let me look up my own video to see what the code is for WizPig. Still not. This is gonna blow everybody's ears out for a second. I'm sorry. Okay, I got it in time. Here we go. C is WizPig. Let's pick Boulder Canyon.
Boulder Canyon.
Yeah, here we go. Real stuff now. I'm trying to think of what Mario spin-offs I have played. I have no idea what's going on. What the frick? Mario RPG was pretty good. I really like Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 7. I spent a long time playing Mario Kart 7. Ooh. I don't know what it was I ran over, but I ran over something. This will probably crash on a real console because there's so many of them and they take up so much room. Get out of here, Pipsy Whizpig. I know that the bosses are vehicles, but I do wonder how they changed. Like, for example, Whizpig makes Whizpig sounds when you race against him, like if you hit him with a missile and stuff. But right now, when I hit stuff, it's just Tip Tup's voice. So I wonder how they program that in. And we're off. I really like Super Mario RPG. Yeah, see, I'm still tip-toe. And then the only thing else I can think of would be Taj is in here somewhere. Think he may be D. We'll find out. But Taj was kind of funny if I remember correctly playing as him. Oh, we're Rocket Whiz Pig. Or they are. Apparently I can't be Rocket Whiz Pig. What is even going on? So much as touch one of those guys, he's gonna knock you back. Okay, so that's what that is. What else? E. Don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
Star City.
Vehicle mode. That is a crash. That's what that is. Complete crash. Oops. Sorry about that. I thought you were one of them. How about... Okay, so don't go any further than E. Apparently that crashes.
Star City.
Oh yeah, here's Taj. So Taj is just A. But the problem is he's just a carpet. Apparently when they did this, they just made the carpet itself the vehicle. And then like made his elephant model stand on top. That's all they did. So you would need an actual code of some kind to hack him up there. Where's that Killer Instinct building? I wonder if it's not in this version of the game.
No, no, no. Wrong way.
Oh, there it is. It's down there. Okay. Yeah, it's a shame Taj couldn't be made playable, because that would be like the only other like viable character you'd want to play as. Let's see if we can go out here. Of course not. Invisible walls, am I right? But you get the point. Which begs the question, who is B? If WizPig is C, then who is character model B? Fossil Canyon.
Fossil Canyon.
It's Taj again. It seems like there's one for the Ghost TT as well, but I don't know what that one is. Character modifiers. Alright, let me see if there's any other interesting cheat codes here. I don't see any. It's kind of neat how he's kind of like a plane. You can fly like the plane with the carpet.
No, no, no. Wrong way.
But alas. So you essentially played the hard mode of the game and not even knowing it. Trying to see if there's any other interesting hacks we could apply to see, but I think we just about got them all. Could always play some MK Trilogy. The N64 version of Trilogy is just kind of a train wreck. It's just not good. Wait, why do I have 2 players? I don't want 10-man tournament. Kung Lao is They never really do anything with him. Which that's not Kung Lao's fault. How do I shot? High punch, low punch, high kick, low kick. Make that run. Block. And call me blasphemous. I like to turn aggressor off because it's just a dumb feature. Yeah, like they just kind of make him like, Liu Kang, I'm better than Liu Kang, even though I'm not. I mean, I guess it's moderately interesting. But not really. Smoke, Chameleon. The Mortal Kombat trilogy on the N64 almost doesn't even feel like a game. It's just so hackneyed together in some ways. Like it just feels kind of quick and dirty, thrown together. Well, Liu Kang is supposed to be boring, and like Ed Boon has confirmed as much. That he's just kind of like the generic goody two-shoes protagonist character. I think that's why they tried to give him some like bad evil moments in the new trilogy. I'm trying to remember the rules for playing against the computer on this version. I think they're a little bit different. Can't wait to the Mortal Kombat 12 DLC to play as Cole Young. I know you guys are looking forward to that. How many hits do you take to kill? So what you're saying is Sub-Zero is a thick boy. B-O-Y. It's a shame Midway is so lazy and they didn't bother to like tweak the AI for home consoles, include any sort of like home, you know, features. No like cheap story mode, no nothing. It's just like a bare bones, like here's all the characters hackneyed together. It makes no sense whatsoever. The fatalities are extremely cheap. Didn't even bother to make new sprites. It's just like Sonya's falling through the air sprite. It's so lazy. You can barely hear, the sound is so low. I mean, it's just a... I know a lot of people competitively prefer the N64 version, but if you're a sights and sound type MK player like me, this is not going to be your favorite version. I really like the idea of Trilogy, but it's just marred by bad design. And because on the PlayStation versions, they were so set on the CD audio or whatever, like all the round ends are screwed up and you pause the game and the sound stops. It's just a mess. Whew. I remember buying the PlayStation 1 Mortal Kombat trilogy off eBay, of all places. It's a new copy, bought it off eBay. Because I didn't have a PS1 at the time, and I got one later, and I was so excited to play as like all the boss characters and stuff. That fun wore off after a good 10 minutes. Bought the game off eBay. Had to go to the post office and get a freaking money order. Mail the money order to the guy. And then he had to ship it. All in all, the process took like 6 weeks. Things were a mess back then. Imagine buying a new game off eBay. Trilogy on PlayStation is a mess, like sound and quality wise, but it's still better than this one. Kano is one of those characters that gets away with everything though. Like he's always like getting captured, getting beat up, and then just like barely manages to escape. And that's what I find frustrating about him. He never, like he's an evil guy, but he never gets what he deserves. So it's frustrating. And I just don't like the character archetype either. What a crap uppercut range is that? Now I have to begin the arduous task of figuring out what we're going to play next. Just could always play some more Parasite Eve, am I right? Start the sequel. It was nice to see Quan Chi finally get some comeuppance in MKX. Like he gets beat up by Sonya and then literally like has his head sliced in half by Scorpion. It was interesting. Usually he's one of those characters that also gets away with everything. Why did I think this was good as a kid? To my knowledge, Smoke didn't get any changes, even though, like, Sector got a new double missile. Oh, they changed that to the stage fatality input. Okay. Pretty much. I guess I just didn't realize how low the quality of this was compared to the arcade. It seems like the spear is guaranteed, which makes this a lot easier. Normally they'll block the wake up spear after that, but it seems like on this version they don't. Probably because the frames and the timing is so screwed up in this version. Sorority Sleepway Mortuary. That's a new name around these parts. Welcome. Says, part 2 is too hard for me. You need to know the secret. Once you know the secret, it is not difficult. And in fact, we'll prove it to you. I'll show you right now. I'll teach you the secret to defeating part 2. That's correct. We'll open up Mortal Kombat 2 3.1. A sub, or if you're just moseying in because you saw Mortal Kombat, but I have an entire tutorial for all 3 of the original Mortal Kombats, which will show you how to beat them. We're almost at sign-off time, but before I go, I will show you how to handle this nasty AI because it's still a common complaint. So just pick somebody easy, like Scorpion. First stage, do whatever the heck you want. Like, you can just stand here. They're not going to hit you. Throws are disabled in round 1. So we'll just do something really cheap. He'll get a few hits in on you, but don't worry about it. Just do this. Stage 2 is very strange. You can do some things, but they do start throwing. So as Scorpion, I just like to, you know, stay on the ground, do some sweeps. They're pretty much never going to fall for a spear unless you get them trapped in the knockback from punches and you buffer the spear. So just do that. Stage 3 is harder, but it's not quite as hard as the other stages, but you're getting there. We should still be able to Yeah, see how he followed me? That's what we want. Okay. I screwed up the timing. I like to duck. Stage 3 is weird. Just trust the process. We're getting there. Oh, Kung Lao, why don't you do this to me on live stream? Ow. Got him. Okay. Yeah, 4 or 5 is... Once you get there, you'll be glad because it's easy at that point. You just kind of get off these weird stages. I call them weird stages because the computer isn't free, but they're not easy either. Or they're not as hard as they would be either, I guess would make sense. Yeah, see, look. Let him come up. The trick is he needs to stop. And he generally does that when he gets close to you because he's getting ready to throw you. So you just kind of have to time this back jump. And make sure you're playing on the player 1 side. The player 2 side, the computer reacts differently. I don't know why, but it does. It acts strange. It's actually easier. But this technique isn't as surefire. Liu Kang is a pain. You can beat Liu Kang like you do Molina, but it's much harder, so it's easier just to do this. Except don't screw it up like I'm doing. See how I let him get really close and then I jump back? That's because he'll stop. If the CPU is standing still and you jump backwards, they're going to jump backwards. See, if he's still in motion, he stays in motion. And we duck so that we avoid projectiles, and in Liu Kang's case, flying kick. There we go. And then just... And you can do this with most characters, not all characters. Any of the ninjas, it will work. Baraka, this works. Molina and Katana, it doesn't work, but Katana has her own exploit, which makes this easy. But you see, at these higher levels, he does it almost every single time. And if you get in the corner, just duck and let him throw you. It's the only thing really to do. If you wanted to back up, you can swipe at their feet. And usually it will make them back up. But you just kind of have to practice the timing. If you're too close, however, they will throw you. But this is basically the only... Unless you want to play this extremely annoying game with just like sweeps and like character-specific tech, you just have to master this jumping back thing, unfortunately. And once you get a feel for, okay, I was in the right range, he's going to jump back, it becomes trivial. that we can throw to throw him into the corner, and he takes damage and we get out of the corner. Fortunately, once you know the trick now, you'll get it. Let's see, we're already up to Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero can be a bit of a pain because he has that slide, but the strategy is still the same. You just want to try to get off more of your jump backs than he gets off slides. And also, as you get better at it, you start peppering in the... Instead of just doing a raw uppercut, you do your spear because you get just a little bit more damage off of it that way. Alright, we're in a pickle here. It's good. It's really good if you can get Sub-Zero early on just because of the slide, but most of the time the game's going to say F you and make you fight him right here. Seems like I always end up with Sub-Zero at about stage 6 on the pit for whatever reason. Oh, whatever. I landed and was holding block. The game cheated me. Oh. We're making good time. I would not be surprised if Ed Boon and Co. did something weird like that. Here's how you beat Molina. You'll eat a few hits from the cheap ball roll and all that, but don't worry about it. Just make sure you're in like a nice little half rainbow arc to her and just jump kick her. Because she'll try to get you with the side, but you'll outspeed her every time. You have to be a little bit closer with Shang Tsung because he has stubby legs. But that works against Molina with any character. Assuming it's past like stage 3 or 4. Of course he would go invisible right here at the beginning. Reptile has a slide, but fortunately he has no dangerous containment move. Unfortunately, Scorpion's teleport is broken in the corner in this game and won't work right. Air throw does great damage. Oh, you would. I pretty much always open a match with Reptile with a jump in because if he goes invisible, you don't want that. You really do not want that. There you go. Oh, I was missing comments over here. Molina is probably the best like in PvP matches when you're fighting against other players. But if you want to beat the computer, she's a little bit tougher because she can't really do this jumping back thing consistently. Some characters can't. It has to do with their characters like physics and where your height is and all that. Excuse me. If you're just trying to beat the game, just pick one of the ninja characters. Pick Shang Tsung. I think even Johnny Cage. and just jump back. It's the best way to do it. Because this game is extremely hard, unfair. The computer cheats in many, many ways. There's some hitbox shenanigans going on. It recovers from attacks faster than you. It's just not worth. Trying to beat the normal way. Well, ball. I think Johnny Cage can use the jumping back technique. Yeah, there's some characters in this game I refer to as float characters. It's like Raiden, Kung Lao, Johnny Cage, female ninjas. They're very floaty in their jump, and so it kind of messes with the computer, so it doesn't want to do the jump back thing. You can get it to work sometimes, but it's not consistent. Further experimentation is required. So you can even use this to impress all your friends by going to fight Jade. And Jade you can use your full moveset against, except for your projectiles. Oh, whatever, Jade. Okay. She has more health, by the way, than normal characters. She has faster walk speed, so she throws you quicker. Yeah, you gotta watch those floaty characters. And if you pick one and play as them, you'll feel what I mean. Just like jump with them a few times and you'll see what I mean. They're very jumpy. Fortunately, Katana has her own exploit. She doesn't need the jump back thing. Okay, we couldn't beat Jade, but we tried. Doo-doo-doo. Like if you wanted to be somebody like Baraka, we'll just go to Baraka since we've only got Shang Tsung left. It's not quite as easy as the jump back technique, even though he can do that too. You can just kind of bait the computer into walking into blade swipes. Mystic Knight, welcome. How you doing? You joined us near the end. I forgot Baraka's fatality. Hey Dan, how you doing? Yeah, there are some character-specific strats like nut punches and other things you can do. This is how you beat Kentaro. If you do it more than twice and he's not taking jump kicks, he's running another routine. You'll have to try something different, but optimal is to just get him to do that. That's all you need. The key is to be, it's kind of like when you fight Molina. except the arc needs to be even smaller. What you're doing is baiting him into doing an uppercut and missing, essentially. Let me lose on purpose because I want to show you a new trick that I learned with Raiden. Somebody came in during stream, like when I first started streaming, and showed me this, and I didn't know this. Here, kill me. Oh! Baraka backhanded that guy. Katana is a float character, but she has like that blade slice that Baraka has. She can use that the same way to trick the CPU, and it's even better. So you can beat the game pretty easy with her. Raiden, yeah. Raiden is a float character. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Yeah, I remembered how to do it. It's fast inputs, but it's super safe and consistent if you can get it down. Ow. There we go. There's also one with Jax where you can just go punch in the corner and he'll just stand there. But it only works with Jax, to my knowledge. And then Shao Kahn, I'm not as good at doing as I used to be, but the best strat with any character, if you can master it, is to do a jump in and start holding down about the time your character's sprite touches his, because it's still reading your inputs, and so what it will do is try to counter you. But because you press down at the right time, you'll go into a duck, and you can just duck his attack and uppercut him. There we go. GG easy, right? That's all you gotta do. And then you'll be a Diddy Kong Mortal Kombat racing master. It's super simple. But when I talk about float characters, hold on, let's change some stuff. See, we're on medium. Let's go up to very hard, so the game gets hard faster. And let's pick Kung Lao is a good example. I don't ever play Kung Lao that much because he's very floaty. Hey, no problem. And like I said, I've got a tutorial on how to do these up, so you can go check that tutorial. It's very old and low quality. I've been meaning to remake it, but it does at least tell you what you need to know. Even though this is very hard, it's going to let us get away with a few things because it's the first match. Hopefully it should be cranked up by now. Yeah, you see how no matter how close I let him get, he's not going to follow me backwards. He's just going to do a projectile. And he's just going to instant jump kick me. Some characters are just like that, float characters. And that's pretty much all the non-ninjas that are like Kung Lao, Raiden, Liu Kang. Shang Tsung is not a float character. He just has stubby legs, so stuff is harder for him to hit. But so when you play these float characters, you just have to rely on sweeps. You might want to play on the player 2 side. If you've got character specific tech, use it. but it's just a much harder time. Let's see. Jax is not a float character. Show you what you could do with katana. I really need to develop some specific strategies for like Kung Lao and the boys. This is kind of your play as katana. It's just fan lift shenanigans, kind of. Johnny Cage is the worst because he has the shadow kick, but you'll only have to fight him once. Yeah, see, they'll just walk straight into it. And you can do this with Baraka's blade swipe too, although Baraka is not a float character, so he doesn't have to use this. Entire Mortal Kombat timeline ruined just right there. You're the Moon Master. That has always been my greatest desire, was to figure out the floaty characters, like what to do with them. Besides playing on the two-player side, you can do that. So let's just go through everybody. Liu Kang, he's a float character. Not really sure what to do with him other than anti-CPU basics. Same for Kung Lao. There may be some shenanigans with the dive kick, but I haven't experimented with it enough. Johnny Cage is not a float character. Sometimes you can sneak the ball buster in on computer opponents to do that. Reptile is not a float character. You use jump back. Sub-Zero, jump back. Shang Tsung, you just jump back. Katana, you use fan lift shenanigans. Jax is not a float character, so you can just like, you can pretty much play him like you did Scorpion. You just use your backbreaker or whatever, since it's technically an air throw. Molina is not a float character, just like Katana, but she doesn't have a containment, so she's a lot harder. It's probably something you can do with the ball roll, but I don't know. And you can Psy spam, of course. Baraka, you play kind of like a stronger Katana. He can use the backup chop chop move like she does her fan lift. But he can also, he's not a float character, so he can jump back. So he has the best of both worlds. Baraka does. Scorpion is an optimal non-Baraka, non-float character because he has a containment spear. Sub-Zero's ice comes out too slow. The startup is too long. So unless you have like expert timing, you're not going to be able to jump back and freeze. You're going to have to jump back and ground freeze, but even the timing on that is really hard. So that's hard to do. But Scorpion, his spear comes out pretty fast, so you can jump back spear for extra damage off your uppercut and go into whatever combo that you should desire. And then Raiden is your ultimate float character. He's very floaty. He has what I call a long projectile. His lightning bolt is longer than most projectiles, so you can kind of catch the computer with it in some situations. The computer will just duck 99% of projectiles with 100% accuracy, unless you're jumping back, glitching him or something. But Raiden's, his projectile is very long, so for whatever reason it has a tendency to hit sometimes. But other than the Kentaro exploit, I'm not really sure what you do for a consistent anti-CPU strategy on player one side. You can play on player two. It's manageable. It's not really easy, but it's manageable. But that's kind of what you can do with each character to get past this crappy good game. If you do a neutral jump punch, then cancel into a dive kick, you can kind of trick the AI. That's interesting. I didn't know that. And Girls Not Blue says, did you always have an understanding for fighting games? Kinda. Like growing up, the first games I was introduced to were either like platformers like Super Mario, or they were fighting games because I was in the arcade scene so much. And a lot of arcade games in the 90s were fighters. So I can remember playing Street Fighter 2 for the first time, Of course, the original Mortal Kombat series. When I discovered emulation back in the day, I was downloading all the like crappy old fighters like Perfect Soldiers and Survival Arts and trying them out. So yeah, I only play Tekken competitively, but I'm pretty darn good at figuring out the AI in any old school fighting game. Once you kind of get an idea of how they work, you can check out a few streams ago I beat Shogun Warriors on stream, and to my knowledge that's the only exploit video for that game out there. I mean, Sub-Zero is decent. He's just, I don't know how he is in competitive play. He's probably decent because of the slide, but against the computer just blocks all his moves, so there's no point. One thing that Sub-Zero does have is that his slide is like a combo ender, if you could consider it like a combo ender in this game. So for example, if I get a successful jump kick, like let's say I jump back and the computer followed me and I kick them down, I can immediately do a slide for follow-up extra damage. But still the spear is better. Like the slide tacks on a few points of damage, the spear tacks on more few points, and it puts you in a better situation than sliding does. Because now the computer's going to have to approach again. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much what you do for each of these characters. It's good to know, Wizard, that people are still playing this competitively. That's exciting. But anyway, we're nearly 30 minutes over our scheduled end time. Are there any more questions? I feel like a teacher. Are there any more questions about MK2, like CPU or boss strats that I can impart before we go? I really am thinking about making a remake of my MK2 tutorial, because it is still my most consistently viewed video, and the quality is so bad, but that's how it goes. You make something crappy and it takes off, and then you try to make something really cool and the YouTube algorithm just, whatever, skirts right over it. But you can always go check that video out for more in-depth info. I apologize for the quality. You can post comments here on the channel if you have questions about MK. And there's also the Discord. Let me share that. If you're not in the Torenso Discord, hop in there. Free, it doesn't cost you anything to join. Just hop in there and chat it up with us. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back next Monday night with something. I don't know what. I don't decide until it's time. Yeah, that's right, Dan. The info is priceless. And I'm going to remake that video. You'll see. It'll be amazing. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care. Stay safe. We'll see you next Monday. If you haven't, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.